hello everyone. Welcome to whatever this is, the Frankenstein's monster of tech streams. For those that obviously can't see behind what I'm looking at, I have a Discord call, I have a guest star, I have them all weaving into one OBS. It has been a very interesting time.
We made it.
But we made it. We're not going to be defeated. I'm not going to let tech issues and internet issues beat us. However, we are going to start a crowdfunder to get satellite internet for D&D. We want about $7 billion so we can just launch a personal satellite in geostationary orbit above DD's house at all times.
A very simple solution.
Yeah, it's a very spacey solution. Hopefully everyone's coming through okay. Lower myself slightly. I think I'm a little bit too loud. Speaking of being too loud, I'm Hedgehog. I am the storyteller / GM / whatever we want to call ourselves nowadays. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves very quickly, say who they are, who they're playing, the usual spiel. I'm going to do it on overlay order, starting with Anna.
Hi, I am Anna, or Riley. I use the them pronouns, and I will be playing Summer again. So that's fun. Very different character than what I usually play, but I really love her.
What do you mean they're not a himbo?
I mean, there's a difference between being like dreamy and like a himbo. I think she's out of the group got the most brain cells.
Yeah.
The most thoughts, just.
Oh, so Edamora looked at me. Swift also has some, but other than that,
it wasn't for Swift. I wasn't sure.
Toolbox has the latest design.
Toolbox doesn't have any cells technically. So
Yeah,
true. Fun times. Anyway, Edamori.
Hi, I'm Adamori. I'm playing Swift. You can find me at Adamori RPG at various places on the internet. I also make dice, which you can find at nfilr.com.
Awesome. I can't wait. Knowing what I know about Swift going into this episode, I can't wait for this one because this is going to be so special. Jesse.
Apparently we have an echo on everyone except for you.
Oh, how is that coming through?
Oh.
Could the audio be coming from guest star and Discord?
It is.
Possibly.
It is. Okay. Real quick solution for this. It's.
If there's a way to make it only come from Discord, that's probably the way to go.
Let me. Okay. The audio balancing is about to go completely out of the window. The game audio is also broke. Is the music coming through? I don't think music's coming through, is it?
I'm hearing it in Roll20.
In Roll20 you can, but I don't think in... Right, because that's broke itself. Because I closed OBS, so it broke itself. Give me a second. So that music should be back. Everyone should be coming through. The audio is going to be completely unbalanced, except Adam. Hang on, Mori, you might need to unmute yourself on Discord.
Hey, there we go. Hello.
Okay.
Are we still echoing?
I don't think you are. The sound bars aren't moving.
Oh no.
Echo
defeated.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Is the audio balance okay? Because that's going to be the next problem. So I'll let Jesse go ahead. And I'll keep on sound bars.
We'll see how it goes. I'm Jesse, pronouns they, them. I'll be playing Toolbox, who definitely knows everything that's going on at all times. And it's going to be great.
Okay, Didi.
Right. I'm Didi, pronouns they, them, and I'll be playing Mercury, my delightful slime girl who isn't even going to pretend that she knows what's going on. Well, but she might lie that she does.
Okay, right. Okay, it's good. It's all working out. It's fine.
I think we're good.
We're good,
I
right?
hope.
The thing is, what annoys me is that it's working between Guest Star and Firefox, so they're not conflicting each other with sound. But the Discord one in the so I made application capture rather than window. Okay, right, that's a next year problem. Right. That's what I was gonna do. Shout outs. Okay, right. Let's do that. So we have some wonderful people that we share this community with. I want to do really. I'm going to start off with some of the heroes. I love how even on a mobile, Anna is still doing the commands. So I can see them pop up there.
I'm in guest star. I'm in guest
I
star.
forget you're in guest star. I forget.
I have done on mobile before.
Yes, they run a amazing D&D RPG AP. Oh God, wrong letters, wrong order. However, I don't think they're here this Sunday because they're doing a Halloween episode on Tuesday, which, if I remember correctly, they've called it. Is it Call of Cthulhu? They're basically taking Clue and Call of Cthulhu and mixing them together. Because Eldritch, who killed the ancient demon spirits in the library with the revolver? I can't wait for it. I've seen a few teasers. It is going to be a lot of fun. I'd also like to shout out to Horde of Tales, who are a sister EU-centered, no offense to our North American friends, yet shock horror channel. They have a charity event coming up, which I had all the details for on my one screen, which is now gone because I'm having to keep it for something else. So I'm now doing this off the top of my head. Let's see how much I've been paying attention this week through all my messages. So on the 4th of November, because I suppose I should be saying that we're not here next Saturday. However, that's mostly because we are going to be on Horde of Tales doing a neurodivergence in TTRPGs yet to be titled. It'll have something catchier on the night. Well, morning or afternoon even. Actually, it's 12:30 CET. I think our slot is.
Yeah, it's 12:30 Central European time.
Yeah, which is 11:30 for me, so I've got to remember that. So I'm going to say good morning, and half the viewers are going to be, no, it's the afternoon, Hedge, you've gone crazy. But no. But we've got that going on, and in between that, they have like loads of cool creator talks and some games that keep popping up. I really want to get on one of those. That's that, I think. Yes, it is. Sure. I don't think there's anything else I forgot. I probably have. I'm sorry if I said I'd say something. Yeah, I'm sorry if I said something. If I said to you I'd shout you out one day and I haven't, I am so sorry. It's been 45 minutes of hell. My brain functions are basically on battery mode at the moment until I'm fully recharged. Okay, so that's shout outs done. Game stuff. Who can remember what we did last week?
We found a toy that apparently is going to be some sort of whatever. It turns. It's gonna.
We destroyed a space station.
Oh yeah, we destroyed it.
Yeah,
start with that.
Yeah. We destroyed it. Yeah. So a space station got sucked in, or potentially sucked into a black hole. We don't know.
Yeah, we left before we knew what happened.
Yeah. I mean, we caused chaos and then we left. So
sounds about right.
That, and then we renamed the ship to Carrot Cake on Toast, but then carrot is like carrot with a K and cake with a K, and the O is a 0.
Yeah.
So, and we repainted the ship as well to look like a carrot cake, because why not?
That was 40 minutes of roleplay.
Yeah. And What else? I mean, Guy caused some chaos. Bought a handlebar mustache and had a little waddle bot that kept bumping into stuff. Summer is not interested in loot boxes.
No, but we have learned that whilst Summer's not interested in loot boxes, Mercury definitely is interested in loot boxes. And what else do we do? We had the map. We decided we'd actually try and follow the El Dorado map. Which, spoiler alert for behind the DM screen, no one was supposed to do. That was just supposed to be a thing that existed in the background to keep Mercury, like, pulling in one direction. I never anticipated for you to sort of go, we will use it. So, in a nutshell...
We kept rolling dice and you kept telling us, oh yeah, El Dorado probably exists.
You know, that was the gag. And then I realised the gag got out of hand. That's what happens when you give your players mechanics and then they run with them. But yes, we followed the map. I did a riddle on the fly, which, if you actually replay it back, has so many holes in it, I'm not going to go into it, but everyone was so kind that they glossed over them. And we found the toy space station that buried inside is the plans for a space station with a laser beam attached that anything it hits will be magically reconstructed into gold.
Because why not?
Because why not?
Gotta be extra.
Because look, I mean, look, okay. If you're gonna rip off another sci-fi series, rather than having a moon-sized space station that can destroy a planet, why not have a slightly smaller sized space station that turns into gold? And it's not a moon shape for legal reasons.
And I think we ended also like with the camera on us, like this thing started to beep. And I know that the two of us, Summer and I think Toolbox, wanted to consider yeeting it. So.
Just simultaneously looking at each other like,
no. But now I know that
Yeeters.
Swift won't let us.
Gimme.
No, Swift.
I want to make a gold laser.
Yeah. Swift has just seen gold bars everywhere. Right. I think we're ready to start. Right. Let me put the proper music on. The one we're going to use? No, let's go for this one. There we go. So, yeah, we left off with the space station, beeping louder than it did last time. It isn't doing anything else, though. It is just purely beeping. Who was holding it? I want to say someone was holding it.
I think it was Toolbox.
Was it
I'm not
Toolbox?
Well, Summer
sure.
and Toolbox both had a role to try and fiddle with it, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so it
One
would
of
have been
these.
both of
Okay.
us, I guess.
we just have it on a table and we're both just like,
Yeah, poking it, trying to. Because we tried to switch it off and we failed, so
made
then
it worse.
It
made it
turned on.
worse. And the person who this thing belongs to got alerted that it was switched on.
Yes. That is a very important point that I'm sure will become important at some point in the future. Who
Yeah,
knows?
there is.
Um,
We've not only got like the whole of like the universe looking for us because we stole a spaceship and sunk a space station into a black hole. We've also got some villain coming for our ass. So
We don't know
going
that,
well.
that the
It's
space
fine. We
station was us.
repainted the ship since then. Nobody.
Yeah,
knows.
true. And we named and we
Fine.
painted it. No one's gonna know.
It's fine.
It's like Grand Theft Auto. You just go into a spray paint place, close the door, come back, and no one knows what this is anymore. Okay. You see Guy turns around and very quickly goes, "Oh shit! Someone should turn that thing off." Oh wait, you tried, didn't you? Is that why it's beeping louder?
Yes.
No.
It seems lying is contagious on this ship.
I would Can you turn it off, please? Do you know how to?
I don't know. I do not have the extremities required to turn the thing off. Although one moment, you hear a little bit of a beep, like the slide wall comes out and the penguin bot waddles back out.
No.
I think we've worked out it's about 3 foot tall penguin
Yeah.
bots. Kind of like in my head, it's like a semicircular, round, domed head, a tiny neck, and then this big cylindrical body. Kind of like puts its like pincer claws up like that, to like say, "Hey, give me the item."
I guess Summer did it very carefully, distrusting, but gives it over. Be careful.
They take it, like, hold it in their claw, look at it, rotate the claw around, it's like examining it. It's like, well, it's a localized transmitter. It's not transmitting further than the current system. It's not clever enough or strong enough to broadcast longer than that.
Just go to the next system.
And no, because then if they're looking, I don't know. And you sort of see they try to get the other clipper to try and like hit the off button, but they can't quite do it because the flipper is the claw is very big compared to the toy. So
holds up his like 14 fingers. Do you need a hand with that?
you just keep seeing. I'm gonna roll Stammer, because I like playing this trick on you.
Oh no.
And I want revenge from how you said in the chat with Apollo that I get my medicine. High or low?
Oh no. Low.
I don't forget.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
know.
You see Guy gets frustrated with this toy and just throws it on the ground and then smashes it with his foot repeatedly over and over again.
Grab it off the floor before he can smash it.
Give me a. Let me see how fast he is. Oh, he's fast. You need to beat a DC 19 flight check.
On a.
He is fast.
On a what kind of check?
Flight.
Oh, okay.
It's your best dice.
Net 20, net 20, come on.
I have so many adversity
tokens.
10 chance of that doing. Oh yeah, with my adversity tokens, I've got a pretty good chance to do it.
Exactly.
You got this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a 9 on the dice.
Nice.
We can't even help you here.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Guy can't fully destroy it. This thing is made out of quite heavily reinforced material, but Guy has damaged it.
I'm gonna look. You got the data off it first, right?
Of course, I keep copies of everything.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
Smash it. Give me
Yeah,
the
then we
data.
don't need it. If we've got the data, we don't need the thing, do we?
I
Hey,
not.
that looks pretty.
Well, it's beeping, and
Yeah,
it
but-
probably has an owner.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have an owner anymore, and like.
Yeah, but the last thing we need is another person or entity or whatever tracing us. We just repainted the ship. We just renamed it so we could get away from the authorities. We don't need another one.
You're right, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
We should
I-
throw it into space.
I mean, I don't really want to turn around and, I mean, maybe this is just me talking. And well, I am talking. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what the act of talking is. If you yeeted it out of the airlock, then the person who wanted it will just find it.
If we destroy it first, they'll find it broken, won't they?
I mean, if you
Yes.
want to destroy it, be my guest. I mean, my lovely droid feet can't destroy it. And they're the strongest things known to alien kind.
Hold on. Let me try. Swift has in this time he's been reading the data. He's got like a little blaster pistol. He's had a little fiddle around with it, and he's got version 1 of his attempt at a gold laser. And he's gonna try and shoot the thing with it.
Okay. Tell you what. Give me a flat brains check. I won't put a DC on it. The higher you roll, the more likely it is going to succeed.
Okay. I bought an extra plus,
Yep, really modify it.
+1 to brains to +2 to brains right before this episode, because I figured I might be doing this a lot. Oh no, that's a 2 on the dice.
You.
But I got a +2, so that's 4.
4. Yeah, you shoot this tiny beam of energy. You end up misaligning it. It hits the ground, and kind of like electricity buzzes out from where it hits. You hear Guy's voice glitch for a moment. The heat meter of the ship has gone up by 1. So you are now at 3 out of 5 heat.
What does that mean again?
So your heat meter is a track of how hard you're pushing the ship's generator. If the ship reaches 5 heat, things will start to shut down. You will lose the ability. So Guy doesn't function if the heat meter maxes out, and a few other little bits happen, mechanical bits.
Cool it down.
To cool it down, you'd have to turn the engines off for an hour.
Oh. Okay.
Like the ship has to be turned off for a bit. So if you can find somewhere to land.
I mean, aren't we on an asteroid?
You're currently
floating above it.
We are on an asteroid. We probably
you are
don't
on
want
an
to stay on
asteroid.
it for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, though maybe we'd been on it for an hour. I don't know, but yeah, guy is running, so we haven't shut it off, obviously.
Yes, because you use 2 heat. You use 2 heat when you used Guy for the flight check to get to the gate. But yeah, you can. I think Guy sort of takes another second and goes, well, since destroying it has failed miserably and has now fried a couple of my circuits, thank you for that,
Sorry.
by the way. That's just what I needed. How about we look for something that could jam the signal?
Like what? I suggested a lead box, but I don't think we had that.
No, a lead box wouldn't really work. But you could find a signal jammer.
Where?
How's the web?
Already on it. Takes out the camera.
Yeah,
Starts scrolling.
Scrolling.
Does Toolbox have the internet installed?
I'm sure Toolbox has the internet installed. Tell you what then, Mercury. Give me a DC 6 brains check.
All right, let's go.
I appreciate that's your weakest stat.
I love it. I got it too.
Okay. You start spoogling this space Google. Spoogling. You start trying to search for signal jammers near me. And you're not really getting any kind of results on that. Anyone else, if they would like to jump in, can do a DC 6 brains check to try and
I'm
search.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm busy working on version 2.
I used the wrong die.
I'm gonna see what everyone else gets, and then.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
mine exploded. Hang
oh,
on.
nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a 13.
Okay, I got a 4.
I've been rolling like a lot of 10s with this particular D10, so that's good.
Mm.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So Summer, you're sitting on one of like the terminals on the ship the guy's connected to, like, spoogling away, doing a few sides, not being obvious about what you want, but being obvious enough. You know, where to buy shady things, and you come across a cryptic forum post
No.
that mentions that the planet Artemis 3 in the Artemis sector of the Artemis system of the Zagreus sector does house a particular person,
Uh-huh.
Olgon.
Okay, hang on. Olgon?
Olgon.
Just Olgon, okay. Yeah.
And they are known to acquire difficult things.
Shady things.
Yeah,
Okay,
the shadiest
so
of
I th-
things.
yeah. So, yeah, Summer finds that and just like, I think I know where we need to go. We can go to Artemis 3. According to this forum post, there is some person there who might have it. I don't know how reliable this forum is, but it's not like we have
It's
any
the
other
only
option.
lead we got.
Yeah.
All right, so we go to Artemis 3, find this thingamabob, and jam the signal, and then we should be good. And whoever wants this thing can't get it, right?
In theory.
Do we? How much money do you think something like that would cost? How much credits? Do we need more first? We only have like 700 left. I don't know if that's enough.
I mean,
I have no concept of money.
Maybe
And,
I can just turn something into gold when we get there.
If you work on the laser, yeah.
Yeah, somebody else can drive.
I could try. I could give it a go.
I mean, Guy is fully sentient, so Guy can
Right.
fly the ship
Right.
on their own. Perfectly
Okay.
fine without Swift's assistance.
I think
Um,
Summer's gonna like go into the front seat anyway, just to like experience that and feel like she's in the pilot seat.
feel important.
Yeah, not even feel important, just thinks it's really cool, and I think it also has the best view, I reckon. So
Okay. Oh yeah, it's a great view.
Yeah.
So heat rules for the record. If you turn your ship off for 1 hour, which turns everything off, the heat counter resets back to 0. If you spend 1 hour of travel doing nothing beyond standard ship functions, you lose 1 heat.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Even
So-
an FTL.
Even FTL. Gate,
Oh, okay.
gate travel will reset the
Hmm.
clock, but FTL travel. Normally FTL travel would, but because we've got 2 forms of travel, I figured it'd be a bit fairer to
Yeah.
that FTL travel doesn't, but gate travel would. So as long as you stay within Zagreus sector, you could cruise around for a while and lower your heat meter.
Sounds like a plan.
perfect.
Okay. So I am going to do a D20 roll for Guy. Damn, Guy's dice be good. Guy got a 19 on the roll. He has the D20 flight, being a ship AI. So yeah, Summer, you kind of sit there. So the annoying thing is that the controls don't move when Guy flies, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's not quite like the steering wheel goes backwards and forwards as like it's haunted or something. But no, you get to experience what Swift experienced the first time. These are like the pulling back in the seat as the FTL drive engages.
I mean, I feel like she would be fascinated with it for like 5 minutes, and then she just stares off into space and is like daydreaming. It's not even registering what's going happening in front. So
Everyone but Summer, give me a DC4 flight check.
14.
14.
Dice.
Not one.
That one. You
I
failed the.
exploded. Hold
You
on.
exploded.
Yay.
Okay, hold on, math. 15.
15. So good news is that you are perfectly fine. Swift and Toolbox are perfectly fine when we enter FTL. For the second time in a row, Mercury is completely taken by surprise by the concept of FTL, and once again splats onto the wall.
You just have no grip.
Yeah, just the thing.
She just goes boom again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as you take off, there's another puddle of
Just oozing off the wall a bit.
like, we really should buy you a seatbelt.
No, seatbelts are for little kids. I'm an adult.
Of course you are. Do you want me to call your mother? Will that help?
No! If she
Um,
could cry, Mercury looked like she's in tears.
Okay. You drift straight through hyperspace, FTL, whatever we're going to call it. All the stars rushing by at high speed as you arrive from one side of Zagreus to the other side of Zagreus, into the Artemis system. Pretty bog standard solar system here. One small asteroid belt, a couple planets. The one that you're interested in, Artemis 3, is a bustling desert planet. It doesn't have much. Well, first of all, it has no space stations. So there's no infrastructure around the planet, except for, say, a few very old and decrepit satellites. They are still functional, but they're not like cutting-edge comm satellites that you'd normally have around civilized planets. These are very old-fashioned hunker chunks that are just sort of almost hastily put in orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, lovely desert planet. Is there anything
Sounds-
anyone wants to do while they're in orbit?
I mean, does it look like there's like, I guess like when the planet comes into view, Summer sort of drops out of the slowly comes back to not daydreaming anymore. Does it look while we're in orbit like there's any like safe place to land? Is it very rocky or
Give me a DC 8 range check.
Brains, okay. It's a 2.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Um,
no, wait, sorry, I'm reading it wrong. That's a 6.
That's
It's
a
still not
6.
make it, but it's not as bad.
Do you have adversity tokens? You can spend them.
I do, but also Summer's not a pilot, so
No.
like I don't know if it makes sense for her to know exactly where to land.
Okay. There are ways of getting around. Unfortunately, you can't quite figure them out. Despite your best attempts, there's just too... What's the way of describing it? every place you try and look, it's too rocky, it's too this, it's too that. You're being quite picky over where to land.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I think the stream may be playing up.
Oh,
Give me a second.
Oh no.
Be what?
Unless my overview's gone a bit weird. Let me just load the stream up.
I'm looking at another.
It's like to me, the guest star people are frozen.
Yeah, and
Not to me. Oh wait, hang on.
yeah, no, it looks like what's
Like
happened
on the
is the
stream.
overlay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the overlay's gone a bit.
it's the guest star people are frozen. You're correct.
Hmm.
The subs have stopped working. Give me a second. Let me force quit. What else have I got running? I've got my captions. I've got my that. Let me force quit.
I can cover
That's-
for a little minute because
that's
I've got
okay.
a little interesting thing to say that
Go
happened
on.
in the background. So, because I had so a little bit about the system because we get an adversity token every time we fail.
Yes.
But you get 2 adversity tokens if it's in line with your fatal flaw.
Mhm.
So my fatal flaw is go fast and break, or Swift's fatal flaw is go fast and break things. So I gave him 2 adversity tokens when he accidentally broke the ship a
Ooh,
little bit.
that's
Nice.
actually quite nice. I didn't know that you get 2 adversity tokens if it's in line.
Yes,
with,
if you play into your fatal flaw, you do get 2 adversity tokens. Right, that hasn't refreshed
Oh.
at all. Right, let me try that. OBS.
That's not what happened during.
It's Tower Fall repeating itself.
Yes. That's what I was worried about.
It's come back.
oh,
I'm
so it's the
pushing. This is a newer version of
Yeah.
OBS, but oh, I hate tech gremlins. I hate tech gremlins. I can't put you all on Discord. I can't put you all on Guest Star. The audio is working fine, ironically, because you're all in Discord audio. So everyone can hear you, we just can't actually see you. Thing is, this didn't happen last time. Why are you doing it now? Why do you not like me? Right, let me try that. Oh, fun fact, so I can put something over the camera and it works okay. Right. I think what I'm gonna have to do very quickly is disconnect the stream, restart OBS, then kick OBS back up again.
Yeah, that's what you did last time,
okay.
I think, as well.
Because it's just not recovering from this crash. So we will be back in 10 seconds. So I'm literally going to hit stop and start, and then I'll worry about stitching it together tomorrow.
You can figure that out.
Yeah, that's tomorrow's
Okay.
problem. Right, so back in 10 seconds. In theory, that's everything back into...
Okay,
everything
let me
is
have a
now
look.
recovered, I believe.
Let me try.
Um,
Yeah. Oh, I immediately get an ad, so I can't check.
No, it's fine. I
I
mean, all you're doing really is supporting the channel.
True.
I get ad money, and by I get ad money, I mean I get 0.00001 cent.
oh,
Right, let me
Been
try.
70
yeah,
years.
moving.
Yeah, I think everyone
mine's
should
still
be.
running.
All in the right place.
Yeah, I think everyone should be okay. What I am going to do is
Yeah, I think we're moving.
say I'm going to try something and try and use Oprah. And I'm going to try and tell Oprah only use 1 gig of RAM.
Okay.
I mean, it's using
I can-
1.85, so it's not actually doing what it says. So all this, oh, I wish I was sponsored by Oprah. fix your RAM limiter, and then we'll talk. But then what I will
Right, but
do...
I think we're good now, aren't we?
I think we are.
Sounds good.
I believe we are. I think the audio's cut. But if I... Give me a second. My machine's not liking this one bit. But I will cope. I may have to commandeer the big machine. My fiance's going to hate me. I'm going to basically cut his streaming schedule to 0. So, where were we? We were going around a planet, weren't we?
Yeah, I couldn't find a spot to land, so
That was it. Let me just get all my tabs back in the right order, because I had to reload everything, so things weren't going particularly well. I will change the music. There we go. So, Guy recommends to you that maybe, rather than scanning for place of land, scan for people.
scan for people. Okay. We can
Yeah,
do that.
Scan for,
yes.
scan
And
for,
on the people.
Yeah,
Land on the people.
I didn't quite mean land on the people.
Oh, why do we need? Wait, can't you look for people? Like, can't you see out? You can see around the ship, right?
I mean, I can.
Do you not have like an auto land function?
Okay, auto landing, and you just feel the ship drop. It almost like goes into free fall. So I'm going to need DC 10 flight checks from everyone.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. That's a 16.
16.
Hang on, I don't have actual dice. What am I doing here?
10
Three.
on the dot.
Oh wait, no, I rolled the wrong die. I rolled the wrong die. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, 4.
4. So who got over a 10? Is it just Summer?
I got 10 exactly.
10
so
exactly.
Over, but I don't
Yeah,
fail.
That's
yeah.
fine. So I think Summer and Swift, I mean, Swift is now used to kind of being in like ships and studying a little bit, kind of feels the force. So Summer and Swift grab onto something as the ship sort of twists on itself. Once again, poor Mercury. Who's only just reformed themselves properly from the last FTL jump, now goes the other direction and splats onto the windscreen of the ship.
Toolbox is like mid-sentence about to be like, it doesn't have an auto land, and then just
Begin sliding towards Summer.
I guess like Summer would see Mercury and try and like Swift Flight Pass try and reach out, but it doesn't work. It just goes into the wind.
Splat.
Yeah.
Like you
see-
grab Mercury's hand and your hand just kind of goes through.
like oh.
You see Guy goes, oh, we appear to have something on the windshield, and like activates external wipers. Like, oh, it's on the outside. It's on the inside, sorry. What a shame.
Oh wow, you're real funny, aren't you?
I fancy myself a bit of a comedian, yes.
Oh, God.
Guy drops you almost near vertical through the atmosphere.
What did he roll?
He rolled a 2.
No.
doesn't have an auto land.
Toolbox is right. Does not have auto land.
It doesn't have auto land, but has autopilot.
You can just be like, alright, we'll land right here.
You swoop straight into this canyon, down and straight into it. I'm going to say this. Give me Summer, because you're in the piloting seat. Give me a DC 13 flight check. You can
Okay.
add Guy's D20, because
Okay, I also have D20, so I have 2 D20.
yeah, the 2 D20s, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's fine. I have a 28 total.
A 28. Awesome, amazing success. How does Summer recover this as it sort of like pulls into the canyon?
So I think when they went vertical, Summer was still like in the chair, so but not strapped in. So when I went, she immediately like strapped herself in, and then just sort of just grabs the controls and tries to like pull up so they don't like completely crash into it. And I guess kind of it seems like it is very, to the others, like it might feel a little bit rocky how they move, but it's just because they're going really fast. But I feel like she does land very nicely.
Your 28 puts you basically to critical success.
Yeah,
you
so
get to say exactly whatever the hell you like happens.
Okay. Yeah, I think like it in the very beginning it seems like, oh, there's no way that she's gonna make that, and then she somehow by some miracle managed to pull up a little bit so they don't completely crash, and then turn it like, I guess if there's the canyon or the wall,
Yep.
sort of turns it like around just in time to not hit a wall, and just they sort of. They're not on the edge of the canyon, but they're in a safe spot. But it was quite close, and it was a good save.
Yeah, you.
Swift looks up. You've got to teach me how to do that.
I didn't really know, honestly. It was just adrenaline, I guess.
Oh, well, okay. Goes back to fiddling.
Back to the tinkering. You weave through these canyon walls expertly, so much so that Guy actually turns off autopilot without letting you know.
Yeah, she just realized she's going, and I think at one point maybe there's a light on the dashboard that says autopilot, and sees it's off. I was like, oh no, it's off. And then I think like after that, there's this moment. It's like, oh, I'm flying, and just like very excited about that.
You fly straight over this small settlement as you come out of the canyon. Like the base of this opening of this canyon is this small little settlement, and the carrot cake just sort of zooms straight over it. Something like maybe a couple 100 meters above the ground at this point. And you can kind of see that this settlement does have like defensive turrets that do turn on and look. I am going to roll a fight check, but because you did so well on that 28, I'll keep your flight check. Yeah, no, they have no chance of hitting that. Yeah, you sort of watch as these turrets try to get a lock on Summer, but they just can't quite do it. Every time they think they've got it and try to fire, like Summer's already moved like several meters ahead.
Nice.
So they cannot tag you at all.
Yeah, I think as seconds go by and Summer like realizes she's flying solo and then dodging it, she gets more confident, actually excited about it. She's like, oh, this is really cool, it's going so well.
What would everyone else like to do at the moment? The ship is under attack. It is being shot at.
Yeah. Do we have guns on this thing?
There are two turrets on the left and right side of the carrot cake. Laser turrets.
Okay.
You and Toolbox can take them. I know what I'm gonna do.
No.
Famous last words.
Mercury will probably like slide to one of the guns. Like outwards, she says like, Psh, "I got this." Inside, she's like, "Oh gosh, don't hurt anyone. Just shoot the turrets. Just stop the defenses." And panicking a little bit. And it's gonna try and shoot the defensive cannons.
Okay, fair enough. Does Toolbox want to hop in on this as well?
Yeah, Toolbox will go to the other one and just be like, I have never used a weapon.
Okay,
You're
so
wrong.
let me pull up, I'll tell you what your bonus is, because you do get bonuses while using the ship cannons. Let's have a look. Inform the GM. Appendice ship seat is page 63. I'm using my phone at the moment to try and avoid using the PC. So you get it's a fight roll plus 1d4.
Ooh, okay.
You need to beat. So fun fact: turrets do not have a particularly high fight score because they can't actually move. So you actually need to. Oh, I did roll a 4 though. So you do need to beat a 4 on your fight check.
Okay.
But you can add a d4.
All right.
Got a 5.
5.
Hold on. We use our our stats.
Yeah,
or-
to use your
okay.
fight, and then you add a d4 to it.
6 plus 2, 8.
8. Awesome. I suppose I'll say for both of you, describe both of your kills.
Kill.
You don't
Toolbox
hit
kind of-
anything. You don't hit any civilians or anywhere people. You do hit turrets squarely. I will say that much.
Perfect.
Toolbox kind of like was using the first shot to like just figure out how it works. Be like, oh, how does this line up? And it's just like, oh, figured it out.
Yeah, I
And
think
it worked.
I think you like hit the canyon wall for a moment before you then like turn it around. Question for everyone: what color are the lasers on this ship?
This is so
Ooh.
important.
Oh, I think I should. That's a good question. Orange?
I was gonna say
Orange.
who's gonna say carrot color?
Yeah.
Would they have already been orange though?
Yeah, but it would be a funny coincidence.
They're like, oh yeah, orange is like almost red. Makes sense for its original color scheme.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
really.
they tried to go for red, but it turned out more orange.
Yeah.
Could be,
I
if
can-
everyone agrees with that, that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, you're gonna tell them there's like little green planets on top of the turrets.
Yeah.
Okay. Orange, yeah. So these orange beams of laser beams rain down on these two turrets and destroy them. They are not hardy. You get the impression that these turrets were actually designed to shoot things at a much higher orbit than you are. You kind of ducked under them, so they're not at their most efficient. You at this point, through especially summer, because you've got the landing scope and all the bits at the front. You can start to see people running around this settlement.
Oh, you're muted.
You're
Edamore.
muted. Discord.
Sorry, muting the Discord. Are there only 2 turrets that we're shooting at us, and
Yeah.
they've both been trashed?
There's only 2 turrets that have been
So-
trashed.
I would like for Swift to lean out of one of the windows with like his hair flapping everywhere, and just sort of quit. Like, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and he's gonna shoot one of the busted turrets with the V2.
With the V2.
Let's go.
Okay, I
Yeah.
need DC4 flight checks for everyone in the cockpit.
Oh god!
Wait, why? Wait.
But
Fight
where
or
the-
flight?
Where are the
flight.
turret? Like our weapons? Are we in the cockpit?
Yes.
I forget.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the turret's remote controlled with like 2 consoles in the back of the cockpit.
Right. Flight.
So
You
I-
said-
Flight.
I
Yeah.
need a flight check, and everybody else needs a flight check as well.
what was
Actually, it's a DC4, Edamori, not
Yeah.
you. You get a special
Okay.
one.
I've got 13. so-
13, so you're fine. 6,
4.
4. Hooray! You're quickest powerful flight check.
Finally.
We all just
Um,
grab our games.
Yeah.
Swift, I need a DC 8. flight check from you.
Flight check.
Yep.
Okay. What is this for?
You'll see.
Out of interest?
You'll see.
Okay. Oh god,
Falling
that
out
is
the
a
window.
3.
A 3.
I have adversity tokens. What is this for, please?
Okay, so what happens in an aeroplane when you open a door?
Oh.
We're on a planet, right?
Yeah, but a planet has atmosphere. Atmospheric pressure is not
okay.
equal.
Yeah.
So
okay.
if you open the window.
I'm gonna spend. Is there a limit on how many adversity tokens I can spend?
No.
How many you have?
I'm gonna spend 5 adversity tokens to bring
Wait,
that up to an 8.
I can do something.
for it.
So if I spend, I read this wrong the last time, but if I spend 1 adversity tokens, you get a +2.
I would
Okay.
say that, however, I'm going to be the evil GM and argue that it was a snap decision to open the window, not a planned action.
Fair. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you open the window. That's not a problem. I mean, first of all, windows on a spaceship was a terrible idea, but okay, we'll roll with it. So we open the window of this ship. Obviously, the pressure outside, bear in mind, you're still going at speed at this point, creates an explosion of air that tries to suck everything towards the window for a second. Everyone's fine. You're all holding on. I mean, you know, Summer's strapped in. So actually, this really shouldn't affect the Summer at all. And then you've got Toolbox and Mercury are both on the turrets holding on to like the controller, so that they're fine. And yes, Swift, by the skin of their teeth, just holds on to the
Hanging,
edge.
he's holding onto the door, but is like flailing around outside, trying to play it off as this is exactly what he'd planned.
I will say the exact same thing as last time. Give me just a rolling range check and give me the number.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, it's gradually getting better, so I'm gonna stick with it and not spend adversity tokens. That's a 6.
A 6. You shoot this turret that's already broken, and it explodes a second time. It just goes up in like this plume of smoke as debris shatters all over the place. You just sort of see that like several people, these little people running around, suddenly like jump to the floor for cover. As this turret just goes up in a bigger plume. Like that's definitely not the right setting.
Yeah, he's got both his arms wrapped around like the door now, and just like, yeah, that's what you get for messing with the carrot cake.
I love this.
Oh no.
You do that. Then Summer, you're sitting in the console still, right? You do that.
Yeah.
You start hearing a beeping noise coming from the console. It is a warning saying that you're being missile locked.
Oh no.
I am going
Okay.
to roll the fight check of the missile launcher. I need you and Guy to beat a DC 18.
Well, okay.
Flight check.
So there's 2d20s, and I also have escape artist, which means that checks to find hiding place or an escape route are made at a +3. Can I use that?
Go for it, yeah. If you want to try and... So this
At
is
least, like,
2d20
yeah, the
plus
escape-
3.
Okay.
Beating an 18.
Okay, that is let me think. Math. 27.
Oh god, yeah, easy.
Nice.
I think, in my head anyway, and you can correct me, because you have blown the highest level of, well, nearly, you were one lower of top level success, but I think you shake this off by weaving left and right and giving just enough room for either Mercury or Toolbox to swing the turret around and shoot the missile.
Yeah, I was Like literally the only thing that she like can think of like to shake something off is just to go left and right and hopefully yeah.
You see, Guy is like the Mr. House-esque image of Guy just looks really confused. It's like this isn't how missile systems work.
Yeah, she doesn't know that.
So, Swift is still clinging on to the
Yes.
outside of the ship.
You have your head outside the ship, so all of a sudden the ship starts backing left, right, and you can sort of see this missile ever so slightly in the corner of your vision, weaving left, right, clearly getting confused as to how it's trying to catch up until eventually one of the turrets just bangs and blows it straight up.
Is there any way I can like communicate with some sort of ground tower and be like, "Hey, we coming! I'm sorry, we shut something down. We coming, please."
Guy does have a communication module
Okay.
that would allow you to communicate with signals, but of course they have to accept it. It's a bit like
Yeah.
online Skype.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess someone would just like try and send a message that just is it like type what I say, or is it like literally like a voice message?
It's a voice message.
Okay, so someone would just, I guess, if there's like some sort of radio gravity, be like, so we just realized that we didn't realize that we were gonna get shot at, so we shot out of self-defense. We're just trying to land. Please don't shoot us again.
Give me a DC 10 charm check.
Okay.
You can add Guy's charm onto this. Guy gets a 6.
Okay, can I also have the overachiever improvement?
Yep.
I get +2 charm checks when interacting with an authority figure.
You don't
Considering an
know.
authority
We're all
figure?
children.
I don't know. Okay, so that's what was the 6 for?
So Guy gets you a 6. So your DC 10.
Where's mine? Okay, come on. Ooh, that's a 14.
14.
Oh wait, actually no more. Hang on,
Yep.
I exploded in one die.
Okay.
That's 17.
So you hear a beeping for a while. The bit like space, bit like space Discord. Just hear the ringing sounds. Like,
Yeah.
is anyone going to answer this? Eventually, you hear a gruff voice, kind of going, "Yeah, well, we don't take politely to unknown ships dropping from the sky like a fly and then just trying to come near us."
Autopilot, that's why we dropped. We didn't mean to. Please let us land. We promise we won't cause any trouble.
Wait, one. You hear a beep, and then you hear another beeping sound. This isn't a lock-on. This is a cargo scan. Someone is scanning the ship.
Right.
You do get an alert. I'm going to roll to see how well they scan against Guy's brains.
Oh god, does he have any?
Guy is supposedly intelligent. Okay, fun fact, if you'd have put the correct chip into Guy, he would have had a D20 on the brains. Because you put the wrong chip into him, he has a D8 on his brains. He is not the smartest.
That's what's important.
Yeah, it's good. I had to fly. Yeah.
Thing is, because he's sentient, in theory, he can have D20 everything. If done correctly. He's not built like a normal character. You don't get anything back until you get a sudden ping on the message board saying, "You're not the police, but you're a new ship. What are you doing here?"
Oh god. So it's just a
Why
message,
are they
right?
scared of the police?
Yeah, yeah. Why are they scared? That's a good question. Wait, but so it's just like a text message this time.
Yep.
So I guess someone would maybe reply, what are we doing here? That we're just looking for supplies?
Okay. The landing authorization light suddenly goes green.
Okay.
And Guy has already plotted a autopilot / auto land route. It is up to you. You can fly this in yourself, or you can let guide fly it in.
I would guess I would take the suggested route, but then try and land it myself.
Okay.
Considering what happened last time.
Give me a DC. So it's nice and simple. It's a DC 5 flight check. You can't use guide to help you on this though.
I exploded again. That's 34.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So
Really
what I will say, for future reference, you can't explode a dice if the number will take you over the success anyway.
Okay, so,
So,
then it would be a 20. Then
Be a
it would
20.
be 20.
Yeah. Yeah, you can only explode a dice if the total is lower than
Okay,
DC
okay.
required.
Then it's just.
It's still a 20. It's
Still 20,
still
yeah.
a critical success.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, you can't go higher than plus 10 on a standard stat check. So you expertly fly in and land. As you land in the cockpit, you can see lots of people sort of running up to the front of the ship with guns raised.
Okay. He looks at the others. Guys, what do we do?
I got this. Very confidently stride towards right at the front with all the people pointing guns at us. And I'll be like, hi, thank you for helping us land safely. We are here. We come in peace. We bring much love and kindness. Sorry about the turrets. Hope you won't mind just letting us on.
So, let me get straight. You're literally popping your head out of the open window and
Yes.
just shouting that towards. Let me do grit checks for root. Okay, I'm not making you roll for that.
Still hanging out the other window with a pistol.
Yeah. So now you've got Swift on one side hanging out, now you've got Merc on the other side hanging out the window. I'm not going to make you roll because they rolled a 1. So, there's not... they lower their guns. One of them has like a space megaphone. Kind of like holds it and it's just like, okay, come out of the ship, slowly, no funny business.
I guess Summer would get out of the seat and slowly get out.
You see that the lovely wall panel opens, and you see Guy like waddles out in penguin form with his claws up like that.
No.
It's like I best come with.
Are you sure? That's a good idea?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Swift is gonna jump out the window.
Would Toolbox have reason to believe that these people would be untrusting of me because of my race?
You'd have
'Cause
no
I have the
idea.
distrusted thing.
At the moment, until you physically met them, you'd have no idea. You've got no
Okay,
prior knowledge.
I'm gonna use shapeshift to become something else. So I'll spend an adversity token.
Yeah, okay. So you just shapeshift into, should we say what, a normal droid?
Or I might just go for like human.
Human? Okay.
Yeah.
Average vanilla human. Perfect. You really all walk out. They kind of they don't try and surround you, but they kind of begin to mark out a little bit. There are insignias on their chest. They're all wearing like battle armor, and it's all like haphazardly put together. Not very, uniform like. Some of them are wearing sunglasses. Typically aviators. You know the kind of people we're dealing with. There is a mixture of species here. couple of Abyssians, a couple of Kitsune folk, a few humans. It's a very hodgepodge of who's who in the galactic community. One of those humans walks forward. A woman with a ginger mohawk, with a red skull on her one pauldron. Sort of looks and goes, "Why did you decide, of all the places you could have landed on the whole of Artemis 3, to try and land at the base of the galactic renown?" And she's like really putting like oomph into this. Artemis Raiders.
What was the last bit?
Galactic renown Artemis Raiders.
Oh, Arts.
Have any of us heard of these guys?
Everyone can give me a DC 6 brains check if they'd like to see if they can recall any knowledge.
Okay.
7.
6 on the spot.
Six on the spot.
6 on the spot.
Tree.
3.
So no, it is.
You've not heard of them. No one has. They are galactically renowned and known by nobody.
Amazing.
You get the impression that the galactically renowned part is a attempt at bigging themselves up. I'll say on anyone who passed the brains check, now that you think about it, obviously they're raiders, they've got raider style equipment. It's not particularly good raider equipment either. I mean, let's be clear, you took out their 2 turrets, they single barrage for a single ship. If these were proper raiders, they'd have much bigger guns, and you probably wouldn't have got anywhere near this place without them spotting you and like doing something to stop you.
Yeah, they just got
Swift is
taken
gonna
out by a bunch of
turn to
teens.
Mercury and be like, I haven't heard of these guys. Have you heard of these guys?
I don't know. Wait, hold. I mean, yes, of course I've heard of them in their amazing and famous exploits, sticking it to the man. Right?
Give me a DC 2. Oh, you are so stupid. Give me a DC 2 charm check.
Okay.
The odds of you failing this. The odds of you failing this.
Come on.
So funny. I got a 3.
Oh!
That was too close.
Oh my
How
god.
low can you go? Low can you go?
Can I roll brains against that to see if I pick up the Mercury's bullshit?
Go for it. Give me a DC 3 brains check.
Cool. That's a 10.
A 10. Yeah, Mercury is Mercury is definitely bluffing here. You see that as you do that, say stick it to the man, you see half of the group sort of all chant at the same time, "Fuck the man."
Who is the man?
Yeah, who's that?
Who's this man we all hate?
As you say that, they all start like looking at each other, like, hang on, what is the man? What does it mean to be the man? They start having a bit of an existential crisis about what the man is. And you sort of see that the gingerhead woman is just like stop. Like, we can talk about the man later. We have a more prominent issue. Clearly, these people aren't the man. So the question is, what are you, or who are you? You look a bit too young to be flying in a spaceship.
She looks at the others like, we don't have a team name, do we?
What? Yes, we are.
We're the owners of the carrot cake on toast. Points at the ship.
Carrot cake on toast.
We're the crumbs.
Uh,
Write that down. Hang on. That's great. I was
Oh
thinking
my.
about-
Yeah, we're the galactically renowned crumb.
galactically renowned crumbs. DD.
Mm-hmm.
High or low?
Ooh.
No.
Always go high.
Always go hard. High works. Guy keeps his mouth shut. You see that.
Roll for that.
If you, yeah, I was a roll.
We turn him off.
Basically, if you'd have failed that, what Guy would have tried to do to try and be helpful is said, actually, these are wanted criminals who stole the spaceship
Ah.
and reveal the ship's true name.
Okay.
I mean, but we're also sticking it to the man, so maybe they would like that.
yeah,
Who knows?
true.
Yeah,
We don't know
you,
yet.
You don't know how much money the Titanic's currently worth.
That's true.
True.
They
We
could just
don't
bounty
know.
hunt us.
I mean, it's probably worth less for the paint on it now.
The carrot cake on toast. That's
yeah.
a unique
Carrot with-
name.
Carrot with a K, cake with a
Yes.
K, and the O is a 0.
What's a carrot?
It's this like vegetable that's like used to grow on Earth, and it's super rare. It really is, and they grow it. It's worth a lot of money now. So we tried to get some, we couldn't find it. Couldn't.
I've never heard of carrots before, but then again, I didn't really grow up mostly in a human society. Anyway, my name is Kira.
What? Killer?
Kira. K-A-R-A. I prefer this name compared to one that I was given by the man. And again, they all cheer at the same time. It seems to be a thing that just triggers them.
I love that.
May I give them all their names?
Can Swift join in this time? Are they all saying the same thing they said last
Yeah, yeah. If Swift wants to join in, Swift can by all
like,
means
just sort of
join in.
quietly under his breath, but like some of these guys might hear.
Okay. Okay. So, what are
You know
you
what the man
doing
is?
here? The Muffin Man?
Our nemesis, the carrot cake and the muffin man.
The Muffin Man. So what exactly are you doing here on Artemis 3? We picked...
we're-
this is a backwater system for a reason.
Yeah, so we're looking for someone named Olgon? I don't really remember.
The second you say Olgon, you see all of them... you see all of them kind of take a slight step back.
Uh-oh.
Why would you be looking for Olgon?
Because we need a certain item that he might have.
The
Mhm.
Or
internet
they. I don't know what their pronouns are.
He is right. And we do know
Okay.
who Olgon is. And where to find Olgon. But Olgon is a person
Great.
not to be disturbed.
said.
Oh. Why?
Well, he is special.
Okay.
Um,
In what way?
You know, just a little bit off the cuff. You see
It's
that
okay.
you see that guy sort of goes, "Oh, I get it."
Well, that's okay.
Crazy.
That's like they're still people.
I mean, the last person that tried to go see Olgon got blown up by a mine dropping on their head.
Oh. Okay.
How you plant a mine in the air and then drop it on someone?
Gang on the string, I guess.
Guys, let's go see Olgon.
It was in the
I knew you'd
middle.
want to steam from that.
It was in the middle of a flat desert. It just
Yeah.
dropped.
Well, I don't
If
know.
we go in with the same level of chaos energy, it'll balance out.
Just more
I think we'll get along really
chaos.
well, actually.
um, you sort of start talking about, going on and kind of talking about Oglon when all of a sudden, in orbit above settlement, a small group of unknown ships painted in a black and gold style. They're very elongated with like circular bulges in the middle. Don't know why, just big source in the middle and 2 bits pointing out the sides. There's about, you start like counting them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You start to kind of like lose count slightly. As you see Guy sort of like turns on the ship scanners remotely for a second. We appear to have visitors. More precisely, we appear to have about 120 visitors.
Oh, no.
Most of them are still in orbit. You are just seeing the detachment that is coming down and heading straight for us.
Courage.
They don't. Okay, first of all, are they like? Do we recognize them as ships that are like the military ones, or?
These are not military ships that you know of.
Okay.
And the raiders do not notice them like they're not familiar to the raiders either. They are just as shocked.
But they have seen them.
But it's like 120 identical ships.
120 identical ships. The only thing that differentiates them is a couple of them are larger. The design is the same, but there are a few larger versions. Coming down to you is about 15 of them.
Can with Summer? Well, actually, maybe she would. Summer, I feel like would figure like, okay, we're being followed, possibly being followed again by something. There's also the toy. And I feel like she would just, I guess, go inside quickly to grab the toy and just go to the raiders to be like, just completely sort of ignoring them. Like, if you take us to Olgon, you can have this. We found this. It's supposed to be worth a lot of money. It's like 4,000 years old, or 400. I don't know.
You see Kara looks at you and it's kind of like, yeah, no, we don't have time to talk about this. We would, have tried to shoot them, but hey, we don't have turrets anymore.
I can try and shoot them.
Yeah, we can try to fix them.
If you want to try and fix them, by all means, be my guest. But you splattered them to pieces. So I will say this: the one that got hit by the V2 gun is not salvageable. It had been blown to smithereens. The other one is potentially salvageable on a DC 12 brains check. You are trying to put together something that has been blown apart.
19.
Yo.
How does Toolbox reconstruct this turret?
They just they do like a little scan and then appeared as like a hologram of like what it used to look like. And so they're able to just kind of like, all right, this goes here, this goes there. Here you go. All better.
Perfect. You bring the turret back online. As you're doing that, the other people around start picking up handheld missile launchers. The things that, may have locked onto you before. Would anyone like to pick up a missile launcher? I know there are
I think Summer's main priority currently is getting rid of this toy because
Getting rid of
she's
the
got
toy.
a feeling that they're going for.
Just slip it in one of their pockets.
Yeah, I know.
That's a
she
far
wants to,
more
like,
dangerous and worse idea.
Yeah,
Like-
she's absolutely thinking about like if they didn't take it, like hiding it behind someone's house or whatever, something, just putting it somewhere.
Leave it here.
Okay, so let me just, for context sake. So Summer is going to try and put the toy behind someone's house.
We could just leave.
To try
You could
and
just
hide
leave the toy here.
Okay. Toolbox is finishing off the turret to bring that back online. Mercury and Swift. I'm guessing you two want to either do something or grab a missile launcher.
Yeah, Mercury is probably going to grab Miss Launch. Like at first, when she's seen the ships dropping, she like stripped, like puts her fists up, and then seeing what missile launches, like okay, that works better. But she will ask, "Guy, do you have like a way to hide yourself or anything? It'd be pretty bad if our current home got like blown up or something."
Politely, they've already seen the ship, and even if I had camouflage, they already know where it is. So no, I can't make the ships disappear. Good
That's
thought,
fair.
though.
Okay.
Although I can with brains. Oh, well done, guy. But I can do this. And you notice the two turrets on the ship just move on their own, point up, and just start shooting the one ship. Like it just decides to take on one of the ships by firing orange lasers at them. I am going to very quickly roll. Oh, that was not the two rolls I was expecting. You watch as Guy turns these turrets up on this one ship, shoot it, cut straight through its shields, and knock out its engines, and just detach them from the ship, as one of the ships starts leaning downwards, and is heading for a crash a couple kilometers like northwest of where you are. But by rolling a natural 20 fight check against a flight check of 1, the black and gold ship just drops straight out of the sky. At that point, you sort of see like Kira's kind of like, right, that's it, we fired, everyone fire, and you just like watch as any alien that can hold a missile launcher right now has got one and is just firing it up towards this fleet of ships, which are getting closer and closer and bigger and bigger. However, while Guy might have been able to get one of them by surprise, as these missiles go up, you just watch as all the ships just deploy very small turrets, lock onto each of them, fire small laser beams, and blow every single missile up that tries to reach them.
Okay.
They have missile defense, and it is not going to work.
Leave again.
So, well, I was thinking as this battle's breaking out, Swift is just in absolute delight at the chaos that's unfolding around. He kneels down, and it sort of looks like he's going to tie his laces, but he's actually flipping a few switches on his rocket boots, which activate for the first time. And Swift is just gonna pull out the V2, fly directly towards one of the ships descending, and take a few pot shots at it.
Give me your brains check against an entire ship. You want to roll high? This is the time to do it.
Can I
Yeah, I've got
provide
some
any
investor
cover
tokens.
with the turret?
Yeah, I'll say you do that.
Okay, so with bonus and adversity tokens,
Yep.
that's a 10.
A 10. Let me roll a flight check to
I do-
see.
So I have
Go
a
on.
thing called Spirited Motivator, which says that I can spend AT to help a crewmate, even when you are not present. When you
Mhm.
do, if basically what happens is that Swift would remember a pep talk I gave him earlier at some point, and then you would get +2 per AT you spend. So if you would spend AT, you get a +2.
Oh, so I just spent 4, so that's 14.
Okay.
Yeah, so I spent 1 AT, and basically you Summer would have given you a pep talk at some point where I guess maybe when you couldn't get the laser to work, the gold beam, then she would have just said like, you know, I think you can do pretty great things. I think if you really try, like if you really put your mind to it, you can like kind of that kind of talk.
Cool story.
I'm
cool
rooting
story.
for you kind of talk. So yeah, you get +2 per AT you spend.
Toolbox, give me your fight check plus a d4 for the turret.
Fight.
What?
I have a DC in mind, and I think you're going to beat it. That's the problem. I'm worried of what I've just done.
Could
Oh.
either of them could the D4 explode?
Yeah, the d4 could explode.
Okay, so the D4 explodes. So
It
explodes again.
Nice.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Hang on, it's also sorry. It's a +2 per AT I spend. So if you want the +4, I can just spend 2 AT. That's fine.
Okay.
12. With 2 explodes, I got a 12. Do I need to spend adversity tokens?
No, you don't need to spend. You don't need
What
to
did they roll on that
spend
flight?
any. You don't need to spend any tokens. Here we go. You go up on your rocket boots, and you remember what Summer had told you. As you're going up, Toolbox fires the turret, rips through this ship's shield, but it can't protect itself. You fire your beam. Is this the V3 now? Are we on? Is the third
So
variant?
he hasn't actually really had much of a
No
chance.
chance of
It's
it.
still
So it's,
really the
we're still on the
V2.
V2. You
Yeah.
watch as this. 'Cause how big is this little thing that you connected?
And so I imagine it was originally like a handheld blaster,
Yeah.
like pistol, that has just been mod. So it's gradually getting bigger the more I do to it.
Awesome. You fire this little beam out of it towards this ship. At first, it looks like nothing happened. You fire it, like 10, 30, 40 seconds later, nothing seems to be happening. However, after a couple of minutes, the ship starts to leer slightly to the right. As from the point where you hit, everything starts turning to gold. You watch as this cruiser-sized ship turns from being black and gold in a paint job to full, proper gold. And then falls out of the sky because it no longer has thrusters. I need everyone to give me
Oh, shit.
a DC. No, it should have dire consequences. A DC 15 flight check.
Well,
Holy shit.
so no, I'm not
Oh,
there,
God.
am I? Because I'm running to
Oh,
like wherever
no.
the settlement is.
Everyone needs
Okay.
to do this.
Yeah, I'm in the
Including
air.
you. Okay, you're fine then. If you're on the rocket boots, you're fine.
Once
Roll for the I'm gonna roll for the settlers very quickly.
Once again, I think I can add my escape artist again because I need to.
Mhm.
It's basically an escape route. I'm trying to escape from something. So. Oh, that with the +3 is just 15.
Just 50. Okay.
Okay.
Eight
I got
books are
a
you?
5.
5,
Oh no!
a 1.
Got a one.
Okay, so here's the thing about gold. It's heavy. What you just did is take
pretty
something. It is pretty soft, but what you just did is take a ship that weighs a lot, replace its mass with gold, which makes it heavier, and then drop it onto the planet's surface. You trigger.
Just exploded.
It triggers an earthquake. Summer is fine. Mercury and Toolbox. So for Toolbox, your turret falls on top of you. Your own turret shakes and falls on top of you. You take pretty bad damage. This is tier 2 damage.
Where do
You
I-
are.
there's one
so-
character sheet for that?
The good news is that where is it? You don't need to track damage per se, because the good news is the only thing that can kill you is a minus 15, and thankfully
Minus 14.
minus 14. You
But that was really close.
That's why I set the DC. That's why in my head I was going, how high can I set the DC without actually killing anyone? The answer is 15 is the highest I can set it. Let me tell you what minus 14 actually wins you. Minus 14 to minus 10. That's standard. That's skill checks, not combat checks. This is technically combat. Fun fact. In combat, the number for death is actually lower. It's 13.
Ooh.
Can I use adversity
You
tokens?
can, you can use adversity tokens. Yeah, you can use adversity tokens. So if an
Okay.
attacker's roll is greater than 13 or more, it's death or permanent extensive damage. If you spend one adversity token, that would lower you to 12.
Well, I think one would put me at 13, right?
Yeah. So you would need then
And
two
two would
adversity
put me at 12.
tokens. If you've got two.
Oh yeah, I've got 8.
Yeah, no, this is. So I will say, if you can get your attack to 8, if you get the difference out to 8,
Yes, for 6.
you can lower. You can basically go down to the next level of damage. You basically have to spend all of your adversity tokens.
Well,
So
You have to spend-
at the 9 to 12 range, 6 at spend.
yeah,
If you want to do that,
I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll
so
do
you're fairly hurt now. Until you get appropriate care, there should be both narrative and mechanical consequences. I will say that you got hit so bad that it damaged some of your core processors. I'm going to say that your D20 brains, until it is fixed, now becomes a D12 brains.
Got it.
You are going to need some form of repair. So what did Mercury get?
I got a 5.
Okay, so we're not in the. We're not having to worry about. If you spend 2 adversity tokens, you can push yourself into the same level that you have 2.
Yeah. I have a lot of tokens.
Yeah, because
Drop myself down that level's fine, and I can regenerate the rest of them in a couple of hours because I have
There you go.
regeneration.
Okay, so you drop yourself down to 5. You take some light grazing as a couple of like crates that are nearby kind of shake and like slam across into you. But hey, you're made of slime, so not actually a problem. Okay. I don't think. In terms of everyone else, in terms of everybody else, no one dies. Thankfully, there's a few people who are badly injured who are going to need medical help. But you can see that as the ground finishes shaking, Era looks around and is like, what the fuck was that?
So Swift is scratching his head and looking at the V2, being like, "The last one just exploded. Why did it work this time?" Fiddling with things, trying to figure it out. And then he goes, "Oh," and he, like almost as a sort of afterthought, he turns to where Toolbox was to be like, "Oh yeah, hey, good shooting, Toolbox." And then
Help.
sees what's happened. And it's
Help.
like, "Oh shit!"
Oh
He's
no!
got to help
That
Toolbox.
reminds me.
I'm gonna say maybe I think my shape-shifting probably
It's now reverted
turned off
back.
as well.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Summer would absolutely go rush to help Toolbox. Like,
Um,
okay.
Uh,
The penguin bot has also been destroyed.
no! No! This is
Um,
worse than death.
Yeah, no, I forgot I hadn't rolled for Guy. Guy rolled a 2. Guy doesn't have adversity tokens. Guy can't spend
Yay.
adversity
How did Guy
tokens.
die?
Guy died. Ironically, in the same. I am going to say that Guy died doing a heroic thing. He was standing next to Toolbox, and when the turret crushed, moved forward slightly so that some of the debris went in the other direction.
Aw.
And the penguin droid has been crushed. You
Probably
you
still
can,
like other droids.
You can. Well, this is it. You hear Guy sort of going, "No, my legs! I can't feel my legs." Oh, hang on. And then you just see a little pod open by the ship, and a new penguin droid drops out.
Chulux doesn't see the new one yet, and it's just like, it's crushing the turret and holding the pieces of the other one, just being like, He sacrificed himself for me.
Right. I'm gonna say that after that lovely moment, I love Guy so much. I love that we went for Guy. We're gonna take a quick break, quick 10-minute break for everyone to. It's been a long evening of tech issues. So go grab some water, go get a drink. I will keep everything running so things hopefully don't go wrong during the break. I can touch all the wood that I can touch, so that all stays working. And we will be back in approximately 10 minutes. Okay? We will see you then. Bye. everyone. Welcome back. I've had a good break. Now I have had to decompress from Goldgate. Never let your players roll a d20. There's a 1 in 20 chance that they may actually get away with it. I did some Towerfall, and it had consequences. I did it again, it had consequences. I really need to learn. I need to learn to say no. That's a stupid idea. What were you thinking? But I'm a Chaos Gremlin at heart, so I'll just say, do you know what? Let the dice decide, and then the dice hate me. Kira and several of the crew are helping people get back up and recover from the brief earthquake as a multi-ton of gold literally slams into the surface of the planet. Cheap terraforming. Now, as you all recover, as Swift lands back on the ground to rejoin everyone, the remaining ships have now got closer. Several of them have now got into range where they can now land. They are gone.
Summer is still trying to get rid of the toy.
Where do you want to put this toy?
Like, I don't know. What do like the houses here look like? Are they like tents or actual houses or what?
They're actual houses. They're like metallic pods almost, like metallic prefabs.
Can I? Do they have like some kind of little gardens-ish?
Yeah, there's a few little like plant areas. Look, raiders like plants too.
Yeah, can I just put them in one of the plants?
Yeah, by all means, put it into a plant pot. So you're
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
stuffing it into a plant pot.
Yes.
Meanwhile, to the other side of the settlement, where the carrot cake is, just further on from that, one of the ships lands, and the ramp opens. As the ramp opens, you see that the Kira orders like anyone who is capable of firing a gun to basically get to cover and get ready. You see these metallic droids start marching out of this ship in rows of two, in a line. These kind of white with gold inserts, kind of almost humanoid in nature droids, with lasers attached to the tops of their arms. Think really budget. In my head, I've got really budget Cybermen from Doctor Who. That's kind of the thing in my head.
I like that.
Yeah, I think the 1960s version, like the 1970s version of the Cybermen.
Oh yeah.
Now they all start marching out, and they're marching out in twos, but this line just does not seem to stop. Like you start counting, like after the 20th and 30th, they just keep spewing more and more and more. You see, Kira looks, realizes what's actually going on, and realizes that there is absolutely no way that her plucky, galaxy-renowned raiders would be able to have a chance against this. And it's kind of like, right, everyone, new plan. We get to the speeders and we get out of here.
Good
Keep
plan.
running.
We run. Yes.
Um,
It's brave. Running is brave.
I guess at this point, Summer would have like just put the toy in there, like, great, and then like that's there. Now we don't touch it anymore, and just goes to the others. I guess also if Toolbox isn't already out from under the turret would help. Like seeing that, like, oh shit, and just goes to help, and then sees the other thing like, ah, no.
So I have a question.
Maybe we should leave.
I have a question for you all. I need you to think very carefully about the answer.
Oh no.
But I will need you to all agree. Or you could disagree and go your separate ways. I mean, Towerfall did that quite a lot. So, Hera and Co. are running speeders at the back of the settlement and are planning to use them to go through the canyon that you guys came out of. However, doing so would leave the carrot cake here. You could attempt to run to the carrot cake and take off, but there are still 18, well, there are now 17 ships in the air at relatively close range, plus all the others in orbit. It would be difficult to escape the planet. Well, no, it'd be near impossible to escape the planet. It would be difficult to take off and even do what you did last time and fly like 200 meters above the ground. You'd have to essentially shake off the pursuers. So,
Right.
what would you like to do? There are consequences to both of these actions. I will let you talk and think while I eat a Galaxy Orange digestive. If you're watching, please give me 4 of these for free, because these are quite nice and Moorish.
I mean, there's no way.
The ship.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
We can't leave the ship.
No, we can't leave the ship.
Yeah.
I'll be so sad.
What if we pretend we were being held prisoner here? I mean, like, you come to our rescue.
I feel like this is a terrible plan.
I mean, we could always plan B, just fuck off if that doesn't work, right?
Yeah, we probably can't escape. Because that's gonna be very difficult. Is it like, can we use like the super speed, like if we're not very high in the air? I forgot the name for it again.
You would.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
FDL.
You need to be in orbit.
Yeah.
I mean, hang on. No, actually. You can use FTL on an atmospheric planet. It's an option.
Another good one.
I mean, you're in an atmosphere and I'm going to propel your ship to faster than the speed of light.
Yeah.
Seems dangerous.
Yeah. Well, everything seems dangerous right
Do we
now.
got shields?
You do have shields, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we like? It's such... Does
So
the, does the
mechanically,
carrot cake have speakers on top of it somewhere? Can we like play some music and pretend to be like an ice cream ship?
We're a little bakery ship.
And be like, we just came here for
A
a
heavily armed bakery.
We just came here for a bakery delivery.
Can we please go? We just came here for a delivery.
I mean, I am just a facilitator of your desires. If you want to try and trick an android army that you are a heavily armed bakery ship,
People tend to steal from us all the time, so we put armor stuff on there.
Oh,
People kept trying to
That's very
steal.
Moorish.
Yeah.
We have really
They've
good
got-
baked goods.
And they've got the cake's got literal carrots in it. You know how much carrot is worth?
Yeah.
We gotta protect that.
part of me genuinely wants to try that,
Yeah.
but I'm certain that would not work, right?
we can try. It's better to pretend to be innocent.
I will say that the Misadventures League's not endorsed pretending to be innocent when you're guilty. If you're guilty, you are guilty. You should say you're guilty.
No, we run. Anyone else got any other options? Because if not, I like the bakery.
Mercury would probably think of either taking the ship and in low kind of low planned orbit essentially, so we don't get too high. Follow after the goons on speeders, Kira and the likes. Flying that low quickly also seems dangerous. If anything, it seems harder than just following the speeders on speeders. But then we can keep the ship with us.
That is the crux of the dilemma you're facing. It's a far easier check to just go with everyone else, but you would leave the ship behind.
We went through all this trouble for this ship. We can't just leave it.
We can always steal
And
it
also,
back
if we don't have
somehow.
this, yeah, but also if we don't have the ship, we can't really leave this planet.
Yeah.
You could always come get it
So
back
we're
later.
stuck here regardless, right? So taking the ship and leaving is certain death. But running away from the ship on the speeders is not quite so certain.
Yeah, but
You just have to steal
running away means you're guilty usually. So if you just stay and pretend you're innocent, they might let you go.
Oh,
I don't think
guilty
these
of what
Victorians
though?
care about
We don't know
law.
who these people are.
They're not, right?
I mean, like because Summer's hidden the toy. I feel like she's got an idea that considering there's like black and gold, you know, like ships. Like I feel like that's why the whole reason that she hid the toy. She's like, no.
Oh, if you explain that to Swift, he's gonna look terrified.
Oh yeah, Summer's absolutely gonna be like, so I hid the toy because I think these people are coming for the toy. And just yeah. Yeah.
Swift immediately holsters the V2, push the clip down.
I don't know. I mean, like, if they're coming for gold, there's a whole ship they can do.
It's a whole
Um,
ship of evidence that we had the blueprints and we put them to use.
Whatever. You know, do you remember where you hid the toy, right?
I do, yeah. I do.
Whatever we do, we cannot let them find that. Like, I don't know. When I said we should all steal a ship and go on a joyride, I thought we'd be gone for like a week. Now we know there's people that will do this to a tiny town, and they're looking for that. We can't actually leave that here, right? Like, we have to stop that somehow.
Yeah, but the only reason they came here probably is because they were tracking the toy. So if we just leave it here, they won't come after us anymore. I hope.
So go after the toy and build the actual El Dorado.
Oh.
I mean, you saw what I did with a handheld version of what they're trying to build by accident. What do
Yeah,
you
but-
think they're gonna do if they get a full-size one and use it deliberately?
Well, make gold? I don't see what the problem is with just making gold.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We literally caused an earthquake. I'm stupider now.
Oh no. Well, so then what? We can't run. We can't stay. Does anyone know how to turn invisible?
I'm very good
Uh,
at hiding. I can be
I'm-
sneaky.
I'm good at hiding, generally.
Wait, then this is what we do. Half of us go with the rest of the party and escape. Those of us who can hide, we can hide on the ship and just kind of find out what exactly these guys' plans are, what they're doing, that kind of thing. And when the time is right and all the security's died down, we just activate it and go.
Like lead them away from our ship. Maybe.
Maybe try and do that. Maybe. So but then we split it up.
Just because I don't think all of us are going to be able to hide in the ship perfectly fine. No offense, but like, Swift, you don't look stealthy at all. I feel like you cause explosions.
I am
I mean, I'm
going
We
to
got those
throw.
teleporters.
I am going to throw one concept out there to remind you. Guy is capable of flying the ship on his own.
That's true.
True.
Mm.
But what if they
We will-
switch him off?
Do we have a
Yeah,
way
he's
to
also way better
communicate
with a
him?
pilot, right?
Hmm?
Because then you get two. You get
If you have a
if Guy's
pilot,
got a
yes.
pilot, you get 2d20.
Get 2d20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does roll a standard d20. You can communicate with Guy remotely if you take Penguin.
Oh god. Did he also have a tiny? I had a tiny bot for him the last time on my shoulder. Where does he
I
know?
Oh
don't-
yeah, you like
if you
remove
wanna-
the penguin's face
Yeah.
or something.
I mean, like, if you want to put Penguin, if you want to take parts of Penguin and put them on your armor to have Penguin up, you do that. But it is possible to take Guy with you and have the ship fly itself.
The penguin
That-
bot is very slow. That's the problem.
I mean, look, it has
We'll carry the
claws that can
Penguin
do that. He's lift Penguin bot up and run.
It's only
with it.
waddle. I said penguin bot, I mean waddles.
And that sounds like it's the best option. As
Mm-hmm.
long as we know that Guy can, like, activate himself if things get really bad, then we just nip with the rest of the speeder gang.
You flee?
We flee. We'll have to
Yeah.
come back at some point, but I don't feel comfortable leaving the plans here. The toy.
At
Well,
I
that
think it was
point,
mostly so they couldn't keep tracking us.
I will say at this point, because you've had such a lovely, tantalizing, long conversation, the droids do now close the distance. They do not talk. They do not communicate. They simply open fire.
Oh.
I
Oh.
need flight checks from
Wah.
everyone.
Okay.
The DC you need to beat is
Oh.
3.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
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 Free!
Oh, these are actual stormtroopers.
These are stormtroopers.
That's a 16.
So that's a 17.
17.
5.
5. Okay, every.
Oh, just 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I suppose, and yeah, in typical stormtrooper style, they all just like put their arms out and start blasting, and none of them can hit
Anyway,
for
I
shit.
start blasting.
Yeah, these droids cannot shoot for shit.
Swift's hand hovers over the V2 momentarily,
That's
and then he goes to run.
I think
Okay.
someone would like, someone would catch him and like, just no, then just grabs you, and just tugs you away, and then yeah.
Okay, so you're all gonna run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're running.
Which way are you running? Are you running towards the carrot cake's route, or are you running towards the speed of everybody else? I will say,
Thanks.
if you want to do a diversion to grab the toy, that is going to cost time. You've
Yes,
had
based
I
on
ample
don't
the-
time.
want the toy.
I think we do not. Mercury would like start moving that direction, but if she sees she's alone, will not because
No,
obviously
Swift is,
keeping the
based on
toy
the
with us is bad.
like Mercury's persuaded Swift that we can't let him have the toy, so Swift at least Swift would be following you in that direction.
All right. Anyone else making poor decisions?
I guess I suppose if everyone is going to towards the toy, Summer literally just cannot leave them alone. So she's like, ah,
Yeah.
shit, and just goes after them. I don't know what Toolbox is doing, but
Be aware, this is Mercury's flaw that she's overconfident here. This is. I hope you know this is a bad idea, right?
yeah, but then Summer's flaw is mom friend, so she literally just cannot leave them alone.
Toolbox kind of wants to see if they can build a laser.
Okay. We'll start with Toolbox then. Give me another DC. Well, actually, the old turret wasn't destroyed. It got toppled over, so it's going to be a bit easier to put together. So give me a DC 6 brains check. With your
Oh,
with your
right, my brains
broken
is sad.
with your broken brains.
12.
7.
7. You've built this thing once. You can like push it back up again and like hook it back up. However, I do need a... Ooh! That's the highest I could roll. A DC 12 flight check.
Well, I would have to explode. Let's see.
You're either going to explode.
I-
You're going to explode.
That's
So, 5, so that's 12 minus 5 is 7. So -7 is if the rulebook would reload the page I was on, rather than loading the PDF symbol. It's fairly hurt. Okay. You turn this turret back on again. And the turret starts doing what it does, firing. Sadly, in the process of doing it, these droids start firing at you, and this time they do land one on you. I'm going to be nice, because I'm not going to keep attacking your brains. Pick any one of your other stats and lower its die down.
Okay. I'll put my grit down.
Okay. I am just going to say, I'm not going to make rolls for the turret. I'm going to let the turret start opening fire on these droids and starts thinning some of them out. Bear in mind that this turret was designed to shoot at spaceships, not ground targets, so it's not particularly effective. Although, why am I helping you? Roll me, Toolbox, your fight plus a d4 for the turret. And I'm gonna roll for the ships.
Both of them exploded.
Roll both of them. Reroll both of them.
Okay. The D4 exploded again, so...
Stack them up. Go on, stack them up.
One. 17.
So that's 17
Nice.
versus a flight check of 1. The turret doesn't do particularly good against the droids. It does do good against ships. Turns out that when you're landed on the ground, your flight score's not particularly high. You can't exactly move when you're grounded. So you just watch as that turret does exactly what it was designed to do and rips the landed droid ship practically in half. But hitting it with laser fire to the point that it explodes and cracks in half. You see the ships above start to kind of thin out a little bit and spread out, realizing that this turret could start like looking up and targeting them. So that's Toolbox and the turret causing chaos. Right, everyone else. I need you all to run across to the garden where it's been buried.
It's just into the plant pot.
Yeah, that's easy enough. However, those droids are going to fire at you. Because they're advancing forward, you are going to run
Yeah.
into them again.
Summer is gonna try and become a target.
Mhm.
So if the others are running, she's gonna get away with. Because
That is fine.
she can regenerate. It's fine.
Okay, I will say this then. For Swift and Mercury, it's a DC 8 flight check. For Summer, it's a DC 10 flight check if you're trying to make a target for yourself.
An 11.
An 11?
19.
19.
Oh.
Swift is
7,
agile.
I'm spending adversity token to make it.
There you go. Okay. So, yeah, once again, we have the Stormtrooper droids opening fire and just doing absolutely nothing, hitting anything but the things they're supposed to hit.
Oh. I actually even got a bonus. Apparently I get a +3 bonus when defending my crewmates. So it would have been a 14 even.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just one of those where you can just hear the droids going, blast them, like completely missing. And you see you can hear one of the droids going, kind of like, where did you learn to shoot? This is horrific. Updating targeting protocols. And you sort of see that like two of them turn around and almost shoot each other. They're not the smartest of droids, these droids. So you went into the garden, plant pot with the toy in it. I was going to be evil and say, can someone actually remember where she buried it, given that her head's always in the clouds? But I'm not going to be that evil.
It's not been that long. Maybe it's been like a few days, but like it's literally been less than an hour. So.
Yeah, so you can dig this. You can dig up the toy of the space station, now covered in dirt.
Yeah. Just digs up and just hands it to like.
I
just pushes it in his arms like here.
Ooh, how close are they? Would they be close enough to use that ability? You see, the beeping on the toy has gotten faster
Oh.
as you dig it up. It's now beeping faster.
We
Leave
get
it here!
a thorough looking at. There's no bomb on here, right?
No, it's you see Guy in little penguin form. That's a point. I need to roll for penguin guy.
Oh no.
Oh, penguin guy. Penguin guy loses an arm. The only thing that gets shot off is one of Guy's claws. One of his claw arm that's blasted off. And you can say like, oh, the pain! Medic! I need a medic!
You're fine.
Oh, I forgot, I don't feel pain. But you do. Yes, this thing is being fast. A guy interjects to say that there definitely isn't a bomb on it. First of all, if it was a bomb, how weak is it? That the toy is like yay big. Like it's not not that powerful. But yes, boom.
So we just need to smash this thing at this point. Pick up a very pointy rock and try to just break it.
Like grabs a rock and just starts like trying to break it.
I mean, considering that Guy and the Force's penguin bot couldn't crush this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's not happening.
no.
I mean, you can
This is
try.
me off.
You can try.
You can try, yeah.
Really, I'm
mean-
gonna try something else.
Go on then.
Okay.
I'm just made of slime. I'm just gonna eat it and just have it hope that my goo just mucks up its systems.
Does your species like eat junk or something? Is that a thing?
I can eat anything organic, pretty much anything. I can't
yeah.
digest this thing, but I'm hoping that just my
Covering it
general
in
acids will
slime.
at least mess with the electronics.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a DC 7 grit check.
Alright, let's go. I believe in myself. 10!
And so good news is you don't be good to take this thing as soon as you swallow it and consume it. It's definitely not the most pleasant thing you've ever eaten. It doesn't have the effect you want it to have. However, it is still beeping. It's now just beeping inside you.
No.
Now in your center mass is just this little blue beep in the middle of the slime, little blue flash. And then I can do the evil thing because you stayed around here too long and you should have left. And ironically, first of all, I want to apologize because this wasn't supposed to happen. You were supposed to leave the toy or still hold the toy. I did not anticipate that you would eat the toy.
Oh no, is it gonna blow up?
I need. Ooh. I don't think you can beat this. I need you to give
Can
me.
explode?
You could explode, but you need to beat a DC 27 flight check.
Yo, what?
Mercury.
All right, let's do this.
There's got to be summer, right? There's got to be like that's just DD, right?
Just
Just DD,
Mercury.
yeah. Just Mercury, yeah.
7.
So you're just like
And
20.
So you
Sort of
now
the
know.
dog.
You now know what the faster beeping is for. As you swallow it and get a bit comfortable, from 3 of the ships above, tractor beams fire
Yep.
and grab Mercury
Yep.
and begin lifting them
Oh, shit.
off the ground.
Yep.
You are lifted higher and higher and higher above the settlement.
Can I-
At that point, a larger ship comes over the canyon, a much, much larger one,
Oh no.
opens its doors, pulls Mercury inside, closes, and begins to activate its FTL drive. I am going to warn you. Do you know what happens when you launch FTL on a planet? It leaves behind an explosion.
Yeah, so.
An explosion big
do you
enough.
have something?
An explosion big enough to, like, we're going to call this nuclear bomb size explosion.
These guys are bad guys, yo.
I'm going to say you have a very limited time to react. I am not going to give you time to discuss this. This is a snap decision. You have all. I'm going to give you, because I'm nice and we're all neurodivergent, I'm going to give you 15 seconds to think of breathing time. No, actually,
Okay.
that's like 30 seconds. I'll give you 30 seconds to think.
Did
I know what
Toolbox
you
see
do.
this happen?
You all see this happen. This is not
Okay.
covert.
Is there like any rock or whatever I could go behind and just sort of shelter from the blast at least?
Well, let me
Politely?
describe what Swift is doing, because maybe
Yep.
you could get in on it.
Okay.
Swift has rocket boots.
Yep.
And as soon as Mercury starts getting pulled up, he's gonna follow.
Okay. Okay.
He's
I'm-
obviously trying to pull her out, but I'm assuming he's gonna be unsuccessful in that.
Yeah, you are trying to fight the tractor beam of 3 ships that have got
Yeah.
Mercury in a very tight pull here. You can grab on to Mercury, but that means you're going up too.
It's
I think
better
that's the
than.
inevitable consequence of what.
Yeah.
Swift will
I
do.
am
He'd
also
definitely try and
going-
pull her out.
I am also going to warn you that this explosion will level the area, the carrot cake included.
Okay.
Can
Everyone has gunship and go.
Yeah.
when FTL activates,
Mhm.
are there certain like thrusters that will go off that's going to cause this explosion, basically,
Yes.
or like
So essentially,
Can-
what is happening is all the energy is building up inside those thrusters. The second they activate FTL, the force of a ginormous ship moving faster than light on the planet and the explosion of the thrusters is going to leave a huge crater.
can
Is-
Toolbox try to target that spot with the turret before FTL activates?
It's a massive ship. A single turret probably isn't going to cut through.
I guess
You can
if
try.
Swift- If... Yeah, you can try.
I'll
but-
I'll roll the flight check for the ship, but I will warn you, it rolls very, very high. And it rolled like absolute fucking pants. So I'm gonna preface this by saying that the ship, because it's the BBEG ship, it had
Uh-huh.
2d20 to its flight.
Ooh.
It rolled 9.
Shoot it down.
Shit!
So if you
The
could give
fight
me
plus
a
the
fight,
D4?
a fight plus a D4 for the turret, yes.
Come on, come on,
Just
come on,
needs-
come on. You can
You
help
just
us
need
with-
to stop moving.
Okay.
Come on.
It was a 9, right?
Yep.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Can I
oh god,
also
oh
use this? Wait, hang on.
The
What the
pep
fuck is it
talk.
called?
god.
Yeah, can I get a pep talk?
Yeah.
From earlier?
Yeah,
So
do you know what? I will.
been the
I'll
same
tell you
kind
what.
of-
If you can tell me the pep talk
Yeah.
that you said, you can give then Toolbox and have.
What does the pep talk do?
Well, the pep talk is basically I spend 180, and you get a +2 to your thing.
Okay.
No wait, per AT I spend, so I can just spend like, so the pep. I guess was there a moment that you failed something before in the? I'm trying to think. Like something on the ship that you were trying to do something you couldn't figure it out, or
When we both failed the
oh yeah,
making
yeah.
the homing thing worse.
Yeah. I think like after
You're
that,
like, it's okay.
yeah, she was like, no, it's alright. We can figure this out at some point, and you're really good at other things, and I think you make really good snap decisions usually, and you're really clever with technology, and just like hyping you up, and just basically you're giving you compliments over and over. So that would be you at least get a +2. Hang on, and I could spend more to give you more. But I don't know what you rolled.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so I can give you. So if I do one
So
more,
if you want to give me 2 adversity tokens,
yeah,
that would be a
then
+4.
you get a +4,
and then
so
we
you
get
have
a
a 10.
Okay. Welcome to the Conscience of Hedgehog, where we talk about how I could just activate the shields on the ship, lowering the failure to -1, which is a momentary inconvenience. Or okay, I'm gonna say this: you can't destroy the ship, you can't damage the ship. The roll's nowhere near big enough. You'd have needed to get within like this way to destroy the ship. You'd have had to have got something like a 31 or something like that, which you just ain't
Just trying to
getting.
stop the FTL from happening.
You can't destroy the FTL. You do hit it enough that the countdown stops, and they have to respool it.
Okay.
You've earned yourself probably a few more minutes.
Okay. I guess like if Swift's going up in the air and Summer sees that, Summer goes straight for Toolbox. Will try to drag them onto the carrot cake and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I'd probably be heading to the carrot cake anyway.
Yeah, okay, so Murphy and Swift go up. Okay.
This is so
Summer-
Star Wars. Half of us have been taken prisoner, and the other half of us to come save us.
Summer and Toolbox
one.
are running to the ship. Guy has already spooled the engines up by the time you've arrived. Like the second you two get in, the airlock closes, it takes off. I'm going to say this. For the carrot cake, you have a choice. Do you want to get out, up and out, so that you're out of the range of the FTL blast when it goes off? Or are you going to try and do something else?
I think we want to get out of the way so that we don't explode in the blast. I think is the main thing.
2 are in the ship. They're fine. And then
Yeah, and we're in a ship and we need to get out of it. We just need to like be not caught in the blast and not like a ship needs to be not destroyed.
Okay.
So I think we just need to get
and
out
then
of
we
the
can
way.
go get them.
Yeah, then we. So I think like if we just get up in the air and sort of move, and then maybe when we see them leave, try and chase. If we like go up in the air, can we like lock onto them and just chase them?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked the questions. If you didn't, I was going to pull such a technicality on you. You can't track a ship when it FTL jumps after it's jumped because you don't know how far it's going. You know which way it went, but you don't know how far it's gone.
Can I then
However-
instead? Okay,
However-
go on.
There is a risky maneuver that can be done that is taught to police pilots and military pilots. If you get close enough to another ship when it activates its FTL, it is possible to get pulled through with it.
Oh, but there's
Let's go.
we can try that, but also as a backup, I guess if Summer, because Guy has scanned the toy, right?
Yes.
Is he able to lock in onto the toy? Because if we just know
Yes.
if we just know the coordinates of
Yep.
the toy, we know where the others are.
That is also very true.
Yeah, so I will that
Okay.
Summer will ask Guy to do that at least at the very least,
Mhm.
and then I guess try and get pulled with the other ship.
Okay,
Yeah.
you get up. Okay, so who's flying? Is someone gonna get in the fire suit? Okay.
I mean, I think I have the highest.
I'm
like,
pretty
I have
sure you
20,
do,
so, yeah.
yes. I don't think anyone can beat
I
you.
do not think
Okay. Guy is going to activate Overload, which is going to give you an additional D10 on the flight check. So you
On
are
top
now
of the
rolling.
D20 I get.
You're now rolling 2d20 plus 1d10.
Ooh, and I also get because we're. No, never mind. Doesn't-
I'm going to roll for the ship's FTL jump.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is.
You need to beat 20, 28,
I
29,
rolled
30, 31, 32, 33. You've got to beat a 33.
Yeah, no, I rolled. Wait.
It rolled. Is it 33? Math. 35. It's 17 and 18.
Yeah, no, I
You
rolled
rolled
a
on there.
28. I rolled a 28, so.
Okay. You try and like get close to it. Guy is like there trying to pull on the controls to try and like tuck you as close to the ship as you physically can get. However, the ship starts to shake the more the FTL winds up.
Yeah.
You can't do this. Guy realizes, begins to basically blast you as far out as he can.
Yeah.
You don't escape the blast. The ship does take damage. You can, however, use your shields, spending another point of heat to reduce this failure to -1. At the
How
moment,
much heat are we at?
you are at 3 out of 5.
I guess it makes.
Gotta do that.
Yeah, I guess we gotta put a shield up.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
engage the shields. The heat is now 4 or 5. It's now -1. It's negligible damage. A few panels on the inside fall down.
Yeah, they were falling down anyway. It's fine.
I mean, you did pay for the nice flashy new panels.
True, but yeah.
But yes, you get pushed out to the side as this huge ship, just this like massive carrier-sized ship, just enters FTL on the ground, leaving a huge blast crater, leveling the canyon, leveling the settlement that was there. Also,
destroy every place we go to.
also destroying all of the droid ships that were around.
Okay.
Yeah, all 18 of them are now destroyed husks. The only thing that survived the blast is the huge cruiser-sized lump of gold, which is now a pool, which is now a lake of gold, a lake of liquid gold.
No.
After the impact, and that is where we're going to leave it. This section.
boy.
Oh no, what have we
Um,
done? I told y'all to leave the
Looking for the finishing
toy!
break.
It was such a so plan A was they leave the toy, they recover. I think Anna knew where I was going with this. They leave
Yeah, I
the
have a
toy,
feeling.
the droids recover the toy, and that's how the evil bad guy gets the plans for the station. As you cowardly run away for your lives.
Because then we could have gone back to the bad guy and like try and stop the plans, but not, you know.
The irony was that you could have just left the ship and come back to it when the droids had left. They were never going to hang around that long.
Well, if they did the FTL, it would have leveled
Yep.
the shit.
It would have, yes. However, it would have. They wouldn't have engaged FTL if they didn't need to.
Okay, right.
They engaged FTL because they got what they wanted.
Hmm.
To be fair, I did in fact think we were going to leave the toy. I didn't think anyone would actually be like, "Yeah, all right, I'm gonna follow Mercury. She has great decision-making skills."
Like,
well, yeah, at least for a guy knows the location of the toys, so at least we can find them.
yeah,
but,
you do know. Like, so long as they don't reach a gate,
Uh-oh.
then you're in
Okay.
trouble.
Yeah.
The tracker is only, remember, the tracker only works
Yeah.
at a sector level. It is not a galactic tracker.
Right, Mercury and Swift will both be aware of that, though.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Remember, Guy said in the last episode that it's a sector level tracker. However, there are 3 gates coming out of Zagreus. You've got
So we just know we're on a time limit to get out of the ship, or it's game over for us.
Yeah, or we need to do some sabotage if we start heading towards a gate.
Yeah. Ooh, that could be fun.
Yes, I am thoroughly impressed with how it turned out. I did not expect to grab a player, but then again, I did not expect. I didn't know the ship turned to gold. So, if you ever want to learn improv, be a GM and invite these people around because they will definitely test your improv ability. I had a whole thing written out for meeting Olgon and had a little maze thing for you to try and disarm.
Well, I mean, we didn't need we needed him to get like this transmitter thing, and like we don't need that anymore anyway. So
Nope. Like the whole reason of getting the single jam was to basically mask the toy's presence. If you'd have got it, they wouldn't be able to track the toy anymore. And you still have the plans. Anyway.
Okay.
We don't have a break. We're not on next week, which means we don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? I have 2 weeks to come up with ways to get that toy out of Mercury.
No.
And I've already got I have already got some amazing ideas for how I'm going to
Look
do
forward
that.
to it.
And since we seem to be parodying Star Wars a lot, I also have some other ideas. But anyway, yeah. So next Saturday we're off because we're all doing Shine a Light. We, as a show, will be back the Saturday after, which is November something. It's a date in November. I've got my calendar open. I've got the rules open. Yes. I don't think there's anything else I've got specifically to shout out. So
You've got Hello's Veil.
yes,
on
good point. I need to remember my channel's own things. Yes, we have Hallows Vale on Wednesday, which is episode 5, the halfway point, I want to say. Because we're 1 behind. We're 3. No, I can't remember.
Behind, I think.
Are we 2 behind now?
Callum says it's 5.
Oh,
yeah, it's
5. Right, okay. I always thought we were 1 behind. How are we 2 behind?
Because we take breaks and Hellsville does not. And
Good
also they
point.
started earlier.
Good point. Yes, the halfway point of Hallows Vale. I have no idea what's going on because I was unwell last Wednesday and I fell asleep. I needed rest. And will continue to need rest. Plus, I'm not a horror person. I will be blunt. I do not do it.
It's
Scares
good
me.
though.
It
It's
is
very
good.
horror.
It's
yeah.
good horror. So I can't even give you a teaser for it because all I know is there's creepy things there. The walls have eyes, and that's me. I'm out. Goodbye.
Callum says party member died and came back, killed off an entire family. Good
Do you know-
vibes all around.
I was going to say that
Vibes.
is definitely not how I describe good vibes, but okay.
It's fun vibes. for
Fun
horror.
vibes, yes, fun horror vibes, just not my vibes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna everyone sign off. We'll do it in reverse order. So, Didi.
Yeah, I am Didi. Pronouns are they, them, and I have been playing our woefully kidnapped Mercury, who is discovering the consequences of fucking around.
Nice, Jesse.
I'm Jessie. You can find me most places as Malfunctioning Adult and as Malfunky Adulty on Twitter and Blue Sky. And I was Toolbox, who is slightly less smart now, and we'll see how that goes.
Is now a D12 in smarts.
And
Oh no.
D8 in grit. I don't use grit a lot though, or D10 in grit.
I need to use more grit checks actually. Need to remember now that combat's kicking off a little bit, grit's gonna become like more important.
Now that I'm worse at it, let's use it more often.
I mean, the ship has a medical bay, so we might be able to patch you up a little bit with some metal. I'm sure Guy's a certified surgeon. Edamori.
Hi, I'm Adamori. You can find me at various places on the internet under at Adamori RPG. Today I've been playing Swift, who did not TPK the rest of the party this week. We'll see how that goes next time.
I mean, it was a near TPK. The earthquake could have been significantly more catastrophic. We actually had to look up what the number was to die. That is, you know, just how close we got. Thankfully, we could have just destroyed an improvement and be done with it. Yes, last but not least, Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna or Riley, whichever one you prefer. I use they them pronouns, and I'm definitely human. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Peculiar Planets. Also, I have a few things to promote, but I have to check my phone because I don't remember anything. Tomorrow, I am playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Called El Jago. It's got Latin American influences. We play over. Well, it's part of the Vibe Tribe, but the DM is playing on his own channel. I will post on my socials. We play at 5:30 p.m. Central European Time. Then on Wednesdays, I play Dungeons and Dragons in Dutch over at Dutch Dungeons. You can join if you don't speak Dutch. Maybe you catch your vibes. Maybe you won't. You can try. And then on Friday next week, I am doing a happy hour one-shot over at Horde of Tales. We're doing a Pirates-inspired 5e Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. It sounds really fun. We're playing at 8 p.m. Central European Time. And last but not least, next week on Saturday, we will be joining also Horde of Tales, like Head said in the beginning of the stream. And we'll be talking about neurodivergency in TTRPG space. We don't have a title for it yet.
No, we don't.
I've come up with that. I actually haven't planned a lot of things. I'm going to go into the casting tomorrow because the casting closed today. And it will be on at 12:30 p.m. Central European Time. And that's it for me.
That's it for all of us. Anything else I was supposed to do? There's something, but I will probably curse it when I hit end stream and I remember. Anyway, have a good night. I appreciate we ran a little bit later, courtesy of Tech Gremlins. But we'll see you in 2 weeks' time where we figure out how to get 2 people off a super carrier.
Oh.
Hostage rescue.
Yeah. It's gonna be a blast. See you.
Bye.